Hello, everybody. This is CJ Wiley back with more adventures on the road. I told a story yesterday about being in Hutchinson, Kansas, and pushing myself to the limit and staying up for 4 days. And Jeremiah Johnson became a friend of mine, and he ended up winning the tournament. As I said, I was practicing with him before the tournament and really was highly impressed with his skill level. So that encouraged me to bet on him and actually won some money. And again, we became friends there, and there was a mutual respect. But as I also said, the last match I played until motorcycle. Anyway, I played until I lost basically all my money. I had enough to get down to Dallas, Texas. So I ended up driving down to Dallas, Texas, and I'm sitting in a place called Rusty's Billiards, which was on Northwest Highway. And that's where all the big gamblers hung out, and there was a chance to win a lot of money there. I was sitting at the bar and had no money, no gas in my car, and I was too shy to ask people for money, as far as borrowing money and stuff like that. I just didn't have the nerve to do it. So I'm sitting there thinking, what in the world am I going to do? And the one thing about life looking back is how well everything connects, because things that seem like they're bad, it really is just your perspective at the time, because there's usually a time in the future where you look back and think, wow, if that didn't happen exactly like it did, it wouldn't have brought me all these good things or, positive experiences. And this is one of those cases. As I was sitting there drowning in my own uncertainty about the future, guess who walks in the door but Jeremiah Johnson and his sidekick, Larry Sanders. Man, it looked like I'd seen an angel. I jumped off the bar stool and ran up to him. I'm like, hey, how you guys doing? And talked to him for a little while, and it ended up coming out. I said, man, I'm completely busted. I have no money and very little hope, it seems like. But that's why I'm so glad to see you guys. I'm hoping maybe we can join forces and maybe win some money together. And they were like, oh, sure, if you get a game, we'll put the money up for you, and we'll team up and see if we can get pumped up again. Or me get pumped up again. They were already pumped up. But so anyway, they ended up backing me against a guy there. And we played a set for $500, and I ended up winning the set. So now I had half of $500. Actually, I was playing for 40%, so I had $400. So the guy that I was playing acted like he got mad and like threw a pool ball and put on a dramatic show, which isn't unlike a lot of pool hustlers. You got to watch those pool hustlers. They will definitely make a show to get a certain outcome. So you got to be on your guard, and that's really what this guy was doing. Because about 30 minutes later, he said, come on, I'll play you another set. But when I got up there to play, I was cold, and I just wasn't in the right mental state to play, because, I'd been broke, and now I had some money, and now I'm putting it up. So if I lose again, I'm broke again. So sure enough, he came back and beat me, and, there I am back to square one without a dime in my pocket. But the next day, we decided to go over to Paris, Texas, which is a little town northeast of Dallas. And we go in there and we play the bar owner there. I did. And I ended up playing him, and we get to betting pretty high. But the guy doesn't have any money. He's playing what we call on the wire. We're giving him credit. But since he owns the bar, we figure he's good for it. Plus, what do we really have to lose? Not really money, but if he doesn't pay us, of course, we lose that. So I ended up beating him out of close to $6,000. And, of course, don't get any money, so I'm still penniless. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, God, this guy, he gives us a check. But I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to stop payment on the check and he's going to, make an excuse of some kind and we're not going to get paid. So we get up early the next day and go into the bank. And I go in there and go up to the teller and give her the check. And man, she cashed it like it was gold. So now all of a sudden I had 40% of 6,000, about 2,400. So I felt like I was rich. And at that time, Jeremiah Johnson wanted to fly back to Las Cruces, New Mexico, where he was staying at the time. So Larry and I, we drove there. And on the way, we played in several places and ended up winning another 3,800. So I got half of that minus the expenses. So now I've got, about $4,000 or close to it. And we're in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And that's when my life really changed because they set me up with a match. A guy there that was the legendary Death Left. He was quite a character. Owned a cemetery there. That's why they called him Death Left, and he was left-handed, of course. So thus the name. So I ended up playing him the next day, and that is going to start a new chapter in my life because I ended up going with him out to Las Vegas where I won the World Series of Tavern Pool, which, again, if all of these things didn't happen in the way that they did, I don't think I probably would have went to Las Vegas and won that tournament and wouldn't have met Death Left and all the great people in New Mexico that I met that started like I said, a fantastic new chapter of my life, which was worth much more than all the money somebody could have given to me at the time in Hutchinson, Kansas. So anyway, I think you'll see that in your own life. They say nothing's really good or bad. It just depends on your perspective. And the key to life, I think, is when these so-called bad things are happening, that you do not let it affect your perspective and just really look at the good qualities that this experience may bring into your life. And like I said, that frame of mind is priceless. There's a lot of people that have a lot of money, but their perspective isn't good, so they can never enjoy it. So anyway, I hope maybe this touched you in a part of your life that may help. And if you want to hear more of my adventures on the road, join me at my private membership group, www.masteringpocketbilliards.com. And I'll show you all the little secrets, techniques, systems, and the mental frame of mind that I use to become one of the best players in the world. And anyway, I think you'll enjoy that. And until next time, this is CJ Wiley, over and out.